Willkommen and welcome back to a new lesson. Let's start. But before we do, let's go through the old words one more time. Schuhgeschäft. Ein Paar Schuhe. Sportgeschäft. Bäckerei. Metzgerei. Fischgeschäft. Leder. Plastik. Handgemacht. Hergestellt in Deutschland. Lokales Produkt. Kuchen des Tages. Apfelstrudel. And finally, Kekse. Let's start. Today, we are going to talk about sports. However, we are going to talk about it in the past. Sports in der Vergangenheit. Sports in der Vergangenheit. Let's start with some basic vocabulary. A field is das Feld. Das Feld. You can say, for example, football field, das Fußballfeld. Das Fußballfeld. Tennisfield, das Tennisfeld. Das Tennisfeld. Gym is das Fitnessstudio. Das Fitnessstudio. In this word you have 3 S's. 2 of them belong to the word fitness. And the third one is for the word studio. Fitnessstudio. Something like weightlifting is Gewicht heben. Gewicht heben. Gewicht means weight, and the verb lifting or lift means heben. Aerobics in German is the same as in English. Aerobic. The same goes for the word yoga. Yoga. Again with Pilates. Pilates. And again with the word training. The German version of it is Training. So you only have to roll your R. Training. Stretching is die Dehnung. Die Dehnung. Can you figure out how the verb from the word Dehnung would be? That's right. It's dehnen. Locker room is die Umkleidekabine. Die Umkleidekabine. Showers is die Dusche. Die Dusche. A personal trainer is der Personaltrainer. So it's similar, but you have to roll your R one more time. Der Personaltrainer. And the A in personal is more obvious than the English version. Personal. Personaltrainer. A gym card is die Fitnessstudio-Karte. So you are literally building the word. Die Fitnessstudio-Karte. And yes, usually such words are written in this way. The word membership is die Mitgliedschaft. Die Mitgliedschaft. Mitgliedschaft. Let's see how we can use the verb to lift. Heben. Starting with ich hebe. Du hebst. Sie, es hebt. Wir heben. Ihr hebt. And sie heben. As you can see, the verb heben sounds similar to the verb haben. However, the differences are very important. To lift and to have. So be careful. In the Vergangenheit, you say, ich habe gehoben. Even though the verb to lift might sound something like you have to move in it, you still use haben with this verb in the Vergangenheit. So it's ich habe gehoben. Üben means to practice, and you already know this one. Let's see how we can use this verb when talking about sports or in life in general. Ich übe. Du übst. Sie, es übt. Wir üben. Ihr übt. And sie üben. As you can see and hear, you really have to be careful how you pronounce O-Umlaut. Üben. And finally, ich habe geübt is the Vergangenheitsform. Ich habe geübt. Now, let's practice. I'm going to ask you 2 questions and you have to answer them. Read those questions, try to translate them, and answer with simple sentences. Let's see. The first question is, wann bist du diese Woche ins Fitnessstudio gegangen? Can you figure out what the question means? When did you go to the gym this week? Exactly. A possible answer could be, ich bin am Montag und Freitag gegangen. I went on Monday and Friday. And as you can see, on Monday is am Montag. So the word am is replacing on. Don't forget it. The other question is, was hast du dort gemacht? And as you can see, the word dort means there. Dort is there and da means here. Was hast du dort gemacht? What did you do there? And the answer could be, ich habe am Montag Yoga gemacht und am Freitag Gewichtheben. I did yoga on Monday and I lifted weights on Friday. Or I did weightlifting. This is another exercise. You have 4 sentences with 2 possible answers for each sentence. Read the sentence and try to choose the correct answer. So let's see. The first sentence, gestern habe ich Pilates gemacht. Yesterday I did Pilates. Here you have to choose between habe and war. However, you already know that the verb gemacht always takes haben. Therefore, habe is the correct form. Bist du als Kind ins Fußballcamp gegangen? Did you go to the football camp as a child? You know that the verb gegangen comes from the verb gehen. And you know that gehen takes sein and not haben. Therefore, the correct answer is the first one. And you also know that gegangen should be the last word in the sentence. So the correct sentence would be: Bist du als Kind ins Fußballcamp gegangen? Letztes Jahr habe ich 40 Kilogramm gehoben. Here you have to choose between the present or the past tense. However, you have letztes Jahr at the beginning of the sentence, which means last year. And this says that the sentence is in the Vergangenheit. So you use habe ich gehoben and not hebe ich. And again, gehoben would be at the end of the sentence. Letztes Jahr habe ich 40 Kilogramm gehoben. And the last sentence, Marco hat Fußball gemocht or Marco hat Fußball geliebt. As you can see, both of those options are correct. The first one says that Marco likes football, and the other one says that Marco loves football. Now let's go through the new words one more time. Feld, Fußballfeld, Tennisfeld, Fitnessstudio, Gewichtheben, Aerobic, Training, Umkleidekabine, Trainer, Mitgliedskarte, Mitgliedschaft, and that was the end of this lesson. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!